thanked her, and I said, Lady Pinling, I want to thank you for your contribution to this day, Majority Rule Day. So let's do a little clap for Lady Pinling. I also want to say that I was happy to see Sister from the nurse, what's her name? Sister Cleola Hamilton speaking, because you know the PLP has nominated her, and detractors would now want to divide the union. And I say, regardless to one's political affiliation, as long as you are for Bahamianization, you gotta come forward and stand.
Tell somebody, say you stand.
Today is January the 10th, 2011. 44 years after majority rule, the Negroes, black people are not empowered. I am happy for Emancipation Day, but 44 years later, we are still not free and we are not economically empowered. And I must, while congratulating the PLP, because we're gonna be mature tonight, we shall, and I shall, and the Workers' Party shall, we congratulate the PLP, the late Sir Randall Fox, and the late Sir Alvin R. Brennan for their contribution towards this great day, Majority Rule Day. But I must criticize the PLP. I must say to the PLP that 44 years later, we have not been given any crown land. 44 years later, we run the risk of losing Patelco. 44 years later, it is a crying shame. And so, once again, we have to look at our history. And I want to take you back to 1942. 68 years ago, Bahamians were faced with this kind of discrimination, not being empowered, and they were forced to step on that rocky Burma road. Once again, we as a people will have to step on this rocky Burma road. We as a people must stand up to the government and say to them, we are opposed to you selling Patelco, because it's really not privatization, and I'm very disturbed as a grassroots man. My concept of privatization is completely different from a lot of the arguments that I've been hearing. What is privatization? Privatization, to me and my colleagues in the Workers' Party, it means the liberalization of the telecommunication industry, not the sale of Patelco. If we are truly privatizing, you give out license. So, if that man down the road there wants a license, he gets his license, he buys his own land, he builds his building, he go look for his own cable or wireless, and he runs that. And you have competition. That is privatization. But what the government is doing, what the FNM is doing, and you know, I must confess, the FNMs are my allies. I voted for the FNMs. I have new allies now. The Workers' Party's allies are members of the National Development Party, the NDP, they're my allies. But I am disappointed over the fact that the FNM has failed to empower the people. We have to stand up against that. The union isn't marching sufficiently for me. You know, I believe in marches and I've done some long marches. Listen, union. In this fight, you have to march. After talking, you have to walk. I don't see no placards. 300 placards in a big case. We have to march, we have to demonstrate, we have to push the eyes, the black of the eyes of the FNM straight back until we can see the white of their eyes. It is young people who must stand with the union. And the union must now look in terms of taking power. The last time I was here and saw this kind of crowd was when Algernon Allen came and he pussyfooted. I don't want the union to do the same thing. My brothers and sisters, we stand in solidarity with the union and we say to the FNM and to Prime Minister Hubert Ingram, turn back, you're on the wrong track. Solidarity! Solidarity!